everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I haven't uploaded videos in a little while now, but if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And yeah, so today guys, I just want to talk about weight loss and dealing with new skin and trying to adjust in the new body. So I just want to start off talking about my weight loss. So currently I'm weighing about 194, and my start weight, or my highest weight, was about like 254, sorry. So yeah, about 254 pounds was my highest weight. So I've lost in total about 60 pounds, and I'm really proud of myself because I feel like I've really come a long way. And over the course of a year is when this weight loss really started to pick up, and I've been struggling with my weight pretty much all my life. And in particular, I've really been struggling with my breasts. So when I was in about the 4th to 5th grade, I was wearing like at least maybe like B cup training bras. My breasts really started to come in. And then it wasn't until like 6th grade when they were like budding, like they were in like full bloom. So 6th grade I was about a D cup, a D to a double D cup, and then pretty much from 6th grade to March, which I'm gonna be inserting pictures throughout the video to kind of like give you guys an example, or even if you can look at like my last videos, if you can see like my chest area. But throughout the breast changes, I've had to make changes for my body, because I feel like at some point I was just starting to lose my shape. And when I would look in the mirror, I wasn't like super self-conscious about myself, but I knew when I was looking in the mirror, I was like, there are plenty of changes that I could be making. So, and throughout this weight loss process, what's really been helping me is definitely changing my diet. I try to fill my plate with mostly vegetables. So like most nights or days, I may have like 2 sides of vegetables, or 1 carb, and then my protein, which would be either like salmon, fish, or chicken, or beef. So it's mostly what's been really helping impact my weight loss is mostly just my vegetable intake. I feel like that's extremely important. I feel like it's the simplest method of losing weight, is just increasing your vegetable intake. And cooking at home has really helped me tremendously with my weight loss journey. Preparing my food, being able to be very instrumental in that process has helped me a lot. And exercising, I feel like I was more intense in the beginning, in the middle of the journey, but I feel like I've kind of definitely fallen off. I need to get back in the gym. But I feel like mostly what's important is your diet and your lifestyle changes that you make. And speaking of lifestyle, another thing that's really helped me a lot is just picking up hobbies. And I really like art, I like illustrating, I definitely like going out. So I feel like increasing your hobbies or what you enjoy doing can be very fulfilling in your weight loss process. So along with lifestyle changes, another thing that's also helped me tremendously with weight loss has been psychotherapy. Talking to my therapist about the issues in my life has really helped me gain control. It definitely hasn't helped me gain control of the issue that I'm going to therapy for, but therapy has allowed me to take control over the other aspects and things in my life that I have always had the ability to control, but I've been able to harness that control with therapy. So I really suggest therapy for anyone, whether you're overweight or not, just anyone who's suffering with issues psychologically, and they have been suffering for quite some time now. Following serving sizes, looking at the back. Like, I feel like a lot of times food companies are trying to, go green in this, greenwashing situation. Everyone's trying to look healthy, but flip your food to the back, look at that nutrition, look at the nutritional facts, and really see what's inside of the food that you're eating. And if the ingredient list is really super long, I would just put the food down. about March is probably like the last time that I've like witnessed my breasts being at their largest. And gradually since March 2021, they've been going down. So about summer is when I really started to notice that they were going down, and I really started to see the loose skin. So yeah, like about in the middle of summer, like maybe like late June, early July, guys, this was the first time ever in my life that I looked in the mirror myself and cried. Like as I was holding my breasts up and just seeing like the multiple folds in my skin on my chest, it just really brought me to tears. And I feel like this was just a point in my life where I realized that you're either gonna live with it or you're not. Actually, let me use this time to actually show you guys my breasts. So they're still pretty big now. Yeah, they're still pretty big now. But I just want to show you guys the folds, and hopefully I won't get like struck by like YouTube for like violating community guidelines, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. So, and even when I wear like certain clothing, I don't even want to show my chest anymore because it's just like, this is completely unflattering in my opinion. Hopefully I don't show you guys like a nipple, but yeah, as you can see, it's just like folds and a lot of loose skin. I can like twist it, tie it up in a bow, and it's just really been affecting me, like as far as my self-esteem. And if you look, you can see really bad news there. Like, bro, look at that. I can't believe I'm actually gonna upload this. I'm just so comfortable right now, but it's really severe. It's very severe. My titties have rolls, guys. Like, I fed up. It's also, you know, I have like folds and a lot of irritation that goes on in between the skin when they kind of just touch each other. So a lot of irritation. My shoulders, you know, experience numbness, and I still get indentations from my bras. So it's just extremely important for me that I make it through the surgery. But before I get to the surgery, I just think it's very important to also learn and be in that process of learning to love yourself. Because there's actually some women out there who might not have the money for the surgery. They might not have insurance to help cover that surgery, because all breast reduction surgeons don't accept insurance. They either take credit card, check, or you can do payments. And I really hope for everyone who's trying to lose weight, I hope that they can either embrace their skin, their loose skin, or they can, you know, find a way to actually get the surgery and be able to embrace themselves even more. But I think if you are someone who's dealing with loose skin like I am, I think it is really important to love yourself at every stage and love the learning process of, you know, what you're coming from. And loose skin is such a natural thing. It happens, you know, the body expands. The skin is the largest organ on the body. It expands. And, you know, when you're losing that thing that was filling it up, you just have loose skin. And there are really no other alternatives to getting rid of the skin other than surgery. And, you know, I've looked up like upper body workouts, but the amount of skin, loose skin that I have, like, it literally has to be removed. It's no working it out. It's no dumbbells that's going to help that. I mean, it might tone my chest a little bit, but regardless, that skin is still going to be there. The whole breast reduction surgery, things are just really, of course, it's cost, like insurance. I want to make sure this is going to be covered, because even though, like I said, my breasts have went down, they're still pretty large, and they're still causing me issues throughout my day-to-day life. So I definitely want to make sure that costs will not be an issue. And this is a surgery that I needed years ago that I didn't do. But I feel like this way, it's nothing wrong with the way I went about it, because I feel like now, since I'm a triple to like double D, I still want to keep, you know, a good size. Like, I want to be like I want to be a D cup. I feel like that's pretty reasonable. So yeah, coming from an H cup all the way down to a D, that's something. So yeah, guys, please comment below with any questions, or just send me some help, some resources, or maybe websites to look for doctors, or what are some things I should look for in a doctor moving forward with this consultation. This is the middle of my journey, which is, I feel like, is always the hardest, because it's just like you're in too deep to turn back. And you know, I would like think like crazy things like, oh my god, like say if I just like put on like maybe 10 pounds, like hopefully they'll come back. But it's just like, that's not why I started this journey. I did not start this journey to go back. I did not start this journey to obsess over something that, you know, it means nothing. I mean, it's meaningful because, you know, you feed your kids or whatever. It took me a while to start really adjusting to this, but I'm at the point now where, you know, it makes me feel uncomfortable. I tell my friends about it. I've cried about it to my friends because I just feel like, ugh, this sucks. And you know, loose skin, like everybody hates loose skin, like I feel like, but not everybody, because I'm starting to really embrace it at the same time. Like this is a part, like this is my identity. Like, you know, this weight loss thing is just really a part of me now. Like, you know, it's not like I went to, you know, this wasn't a quick fix situation. This, you know, took at least, this all happened in the span of a year. Just really being dedicated, being in the house, like really focusing on how I'm eating and how I'm, you know, interacting with my hobbies, because I feel like that's another thing that really helped me facilitate my weight loss, was just picking up hobbies, finding things to do, going out more. So, but back to my breasts. So they're still really big. They're still extremely large. So I'm just in the moment right now where I'm just like, definitely breast reduction surgery. Like even back then, like my mother, my father, my grandmother, and that's where I get these titties from. My grandmother's side of the family, they're huge, but they were just like warning me, like, you know, get the surgery, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh well, you know, no, I don't want to get the surgery, I'm way too young. Like, you know, say if I lose them down the line. And like, I'm at that point now, so it's just like, hey, you still need to get the surgery, because the skin is just really interfering with my daily life. It's upsetting me when I'm putting on clothes, when I'm wearing bras. You've seen the folds. There's like a lot of irritation in between those folds. A lot of irritation, a lot of moisture, and just inflamed skin. So that's just a lot of issues. And I didn't have back pain then with my breasts, and I don't have it now. But to me, I think even though like I have loose skin and, you know, they're kind of smaller now, like even when I take my bra off and I look at them just naturally in the mirror, like I think they still look pretty good. And I think that's what's most important. But I'm just really at that point now where I'm, you know, looking for surgeons, trying to schedule a consultation, but it's just really not easy. And guys, comment below if you've gotten a surgery or you're looking to get the surgery. I would like a lot of help with this. Well, not a lot, but just I would appreciate some help, because I'm just seeing like scheduling and looking for a doctor. I'm currently in Maryland, so I'm looking for doctors in the area, because I don't want to really travel too far, because I'm also going to need like someone's help during this process, because I've seen videos of, you know, they say like you can't really move like that first day because it's an outpatient surgery. So when you go home, like you'll pretty much need to be taken care of for a few days until, you know, you're able to move. So yeah, I do have quite a bit concerns, especially with like scarring and, you know, post-op. Definitely like, what are the risks going into it, which I don't think there are that many. I think there are plenty of other surgeries that come along with risks, but I think breast reduction surgery will be a very safe and successful thing. Thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate anyone's input, anyone's comments, anyone's questions. And I feel like as I'm going through this breast reduction surgery and the beginning process, I feel like I definitely want to at least be able to document steps, large steps in this process, like when I find a doctor or after post-op. and, you know, maybe film and show you guys, like, you know, how my recovery is going. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to this surgery. And I'm definitely looking forward to adjusting to my completely new breasts that I'll have in the future, because adjusting to these, it's a love and a hate relationship, but we're gonna get through it. So guys, I really appreciate the listening and I really appreciate the watching. Again, consider subscribing. I will have more content for you out in the near future. Yeah guys, thanks everyone for listening and tuning into this video. I will see you guys soon. Have a blessed evening.
You skinny bitches are evil and you need to be destroyed! And them big fat bitches will burn in hell.